It seems significant enough to warrant creating a new diagram here. So here we go. We have brought in Wonder Woman representing solid phase, Runner Girl representing liquid phase, Shakti representing gas phase, and temperature from our other diagram we said it was consciousness. So this is consciousness. So let's see where it goes from there. Hello, we're returning. We just had dinner. Very good. Some soup. So I think we left off where if we're calling temperature consciousness, then what is heat? What do you have to keep adding a lot of in order to go from one level of consciousness to then a linear type of consciousness? So let's see if I can do it. So in pondering that, let's just move that down a little bit here. So what I came up with is not breathing rate, but breath length. And I guess we could say measured in seconds, because that's what did I spell breath right? Breath, I think. Right. So that was my thought, is that to increase consciousness when you're sitting somewhere, it's not, you want your breath rate to slow down, but that means that your breath length increases. This, 7 seconds between a breath, 15 seconds between a breath, 30 seconds between a breath. I think somewhere I had heard or read that if you get your breath, one breath a minute is an indication that your consciousness level is increased. So that's what I propose. Breath length is our heat. So I guess as your breath length gets longer and longer, then your consciousness levels can rise. And here you need to have, it takes a long time to get your breath length to increase as you increase the heat. No, that's not right either. It's always a bit, I don't know if confused, but when we do this science experiment, this isn't heat, this is time. We input a fixed amount of heat, constant heat, and then this is time on the bottom. So it takes, constant heat takes a time for the temperatures to come up, then it takes some time, constant temperature, and now as time continues, the temperature of the liquid goes up, and then there's a period of time where the temperature of the liquid doesn't go up, it stays constant, and then the temperature of the gas goes up for a constant heat source. So I guess I was a little, does that make sense? Is this like cumulative heat, like heat seconds per se? So I was pondered that for what came in. So if we say this axis is breath length, so we can start here, and your breath length might be 2 seconds, and the consciousness levels here, you might lengthen your breath to 3 seconds to 4 seconds, one breath every 5 seconds, but your consciousness level is still the same. But once you get to, let's say, 5 seconds, now you go to 6 second breath, one breath every 6 seconds, and your consciousness goes up. One breath every 7 seconds, your consciousness levels. Let's go, one breath every 10 seconds, and you get to this point. When we're here, now one breath every 11 seconds, your consciousness has not gone up, it stayed flat. Let's say one breath every 15 seconds. Your consciousness has not gone up. But now, after 15, 16 seconds, 17 seconds, 18 seconds, one breath every 20 seconds, your consciousness level is raising. Perhaps, I don't know if it's the right one or whatever, but it comes in that may be a way of thinking of it that may get us somewhere. I timed out there, so I have to go a little bit quicker here, or just break it up more. So consciousness now is on the x-axis. So we have a breath every second. We get to the boundary of one breath every 2 seconds, a little bit longer. But this is where our heat of fusion is, our transition from one to the next. So we have one breath every 2 seconds, one breath every 3 seconds, one breath every 4 seconds, one breath every 5 seconds. Our consciousness level has not shifted. We're still at this barrier. We get to one breath every 6 seconds, and now our consciousness level has raised to the point where we can get into the next phase, the runner girl phase. One breath every 7 seconds, one breath every 8 seconds, one breath every 9 seconds, one breath every 10 seconds. Here's the phase boundary between liquid and vapor. So one breath every 11 seconds, one breath every 12 seconds, one breath every 13 seconds, one breath every 14 seconds, one breath every 15 seconds. And now one breath every 16 seconds, we can go to the gas phase, and we've gone from runner girl to Shakti. I guess that somewhat makes sense. I guess definitely experimental, right? We can run an experiment on that and see at what stage different things happen for a person. And then the opposite is true. As your breath gets more rapid, you eventually transition down through Shakti to a runner girl to a Wonder Woman. I guess I don't have experience to know if it's very shallow, rapid breathing in that area.